Oh no, it's okay. I usually wear a hat because my hair is just dropping down, and then I have a dirty hands, and sometimes I just need to just correct that hair, and then I have a paint in my hair. It's just ridiculous. So I'm looking at some reference pictures, and I'm trying to find something that's very close to what I'm working on, the pose or expression. And if I can't find something that's close to the expression, I'm looking for a certain light conditions that were tested by Rembrandt, and I'm just moving back and forth between what I want to paint and how I want it to look, and it's just a it's just an experimentation from the beginning till the end. Looking for some really nice pictures. Really gets the and you can really see the beauty of his work. Yeah, no, this portrait is beautiful. This is what's up. So I'm gonna use my iPad right now to get some uh, close-ups of either Rembrandt or some other reference work. It doesn't really matter. I'm trying to find certain things. Let's say some specifics with the beard, head, and the head. And it's getting fairly dark. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to do. But okay, this is okay. I should probably make this a little wider. This little. Mhm. And most of the time when I paint, I also use charcoal. I like charcoal. So sometimes I just correct my drawing or painting or correct my boundaries with a little bit of charcoal. It's not really recommended, but those are just the really light touches. It's barely visible, and it doesn't really matter because I'll mix the color into it. It's gonna be all good, no worries. Okay, but at this point, it's really dark here, and my camera is adjusting for the darkness, but I can't really see anything, so I'm gonna turn the light on. And I'm gonna work with this really horrible artificial light. But it's not really that bad because at this point I would like to correct some proportions that I see that are wrong here. And I'm also going to scrape a little bit of excess paint. Why am I doing this? Multiple reasons. Mostly because this paint makes texture. The texture is great, but not in this stage. Because right now I'm still in the adjustment period, and I will scrape everything from everywhere that I'm going to work through. It's it's giving me chance to. And this is fairly dry already. Yeah, it's 2 days and it's fairly dry. You have to be mindful about the type of paint that you use. Some paint dries really quickly, like raw umber dries overnight. Yes. Cadmium red. It's way more drying time. Okay, Yes. Right. It's great and creative. This one. I'm doing this with the palette knife. You can also use, and this is, you have to be in a ventilated space. You shouldn't breathe this, especially when you use with when you work not with only with the natural light, natural colors or natural pigments, but with stuff like cadmium, cobalt. When you scrape things, or when you sand these things down with the sandpaper, the dust that you inhale is going to get right into your lungs. So it's not recommended. Ideally, I like to use razor blade. Where's my razor blade? I can't find my razor blade. Doesn't matter. I like to use razor blade and slowly just cut things away. Okay, so I'm gonna grab just and you can see those are really uh, those are just really um, shitty brushes. They're really cheap brushes. They don't even. Those are like you can use them once, twice, three times, and they're just gonna wear out. But I love them because um, they're giving me kind of randomness, I'll have to really push that. So let's get into it. I would like to change this a little bit. I would like to, and right now, when I'm looking at, I'm just going back and forth, and I'm really working with my mind. I would like to change the hairstyle because this is a little too, how would I put this? A little too boring, would be probably the best word. So I'm using charcoal right now, and I have different paintings, different painters. Like I said, there's a Velasquez right here behind me that I'm referencing a lot. I have Rembrandt. I have a bunch of other painters. Definitely rapping, fashion. Those are just the guys that I really admire. So I'm gonna correct certain things, and I'm just gonna be really gonna have fun with it. Ooh, this is just seeing in such flowers. So I'm just trying to get a little bit more of a certain look, and I work from imagination a lot because I like it, and trust me, that helps. It really helps to nail that certain feelings and emotions and whatnot. So I would highly recommend you guys to really with a from imagination. But it's not mandatory. It's not like you have to. Hmm. And this is a stage where I'm just having fun. It's nothing just like it's not like you have to be specific. I'm just searching. And um, in this project, this is actually um, so this is you probably wouldn't call it a detail, but this is just a section of a bigger painting that is actually right there up as I'm using as a reference as well. This is a just a cutout of what I would like to what I would like to have, or actually what I would like to have, what I would like to, what I'm, what I would like to. I'm painting this on the large scale. That means this is just a part of it, and the final piece is going to be um, 3 by 2, I think. I believe that's 3 by 2. So I'm changing her hair a little bit, and I think I should make it a little bit more like frizzy would be word. And this is where Rembrandt is so helpful. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of. I did a small correction. I don't think that you'll be able to see that on the camera, but basically I just a little bit of the hairline. I'm trying to find the different ways of, and you can pull up different hairstyles on the internet. Hopefully, you find the ones that you like, and you go from there. Maybe the head is a little too big. I think. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. It's no biggie. This is the beauty of painting, and this is maybe why I love painting so much, because there's no really, you can't really destroy painting. You can always repaint it. So I'm getting I'm into my colors right now. So don't worry. This is even though it looks like it's dirty, it is not. I just didn't clean it last time properly. So I will probably grab a scraper and I will just scrape the excess paint. But for this very moment, it's not really necessary. The important part is to start painting, and then everything goes. So I'm gonna work on the face, and I never pre-mix any colors because I don't think that that's a good way to think or work. For me, it doesn't mean that you can't work that way. You, by all means, please do so. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to lighten up the mood a little bit, and I'm going to give the guy a little bit of a character. So I'm going to preserve my my light. So I'm grabbing some white, I'm grabbing some yellow ochre, and I'm going to add a little bit of a redness to it. I'm using a cooler red, and you can see um, I'm going to test it right now. Um, I'm going to place the color where I want to have it, and I see right now that it didn't change anything, and I hit exactly the same value. So I'm going back to my mixture, and I'm gonna add a little bit of white. When I'm adding white to this mixture, I'm not only making it lighter, I'm making it cooler. So I'm adding a little bit of yellow into it. That's about it. And right now I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna place the mark, and I'm gonna check if it's lighter, and it is lighter. And this is how I'm going to proceed throughout my whole painting. And I'm asking myself a couple questions. Do I want it to be lighter or darker? And then do I want it to be um, cooler or warmer? And then the third one is, do I want it to look saturated or desaturated? So those are three questions that I have. And answers are always different. Always different. I think certain way, and I check it, and I'm surprised how bad, how wrong I was. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the light color. And I'm trying really hard to paint light because I really love to paint dark. I really love to paint dark. And this is a lighter side up, so really. I place the mark, and I'm moving back, and I'm trying to assess if this color works or if it doesn't. So let me adjust this a little bit. Hmm. Okay. And again, I have an urge to make everything cooler because of the warm light that it's around. But I'm not really bothered about the color that much at this point. Not because I don't care about the color. No, 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 no. I'm just correcting a drawing mistakes that I made, or proportions that I made, proportion mistakes. And let's say right now I took, right now I placed the color that I don't like. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to scrape it. I'm going to continue paint. Okay. And, and I'm grabbing another brush and I'm going to do another color. I'm going to start with a little bit of slightly orangish. I'm going to add a little bit of, and I'm slowly, very slowly adding into it. And I'm trying to make something that's very close to a mid value of skin. But and this is the stage when you really have to know your mixtures because you're gonna need them to work the way you wish. And luckily, well, luckily, surprisingly, I hit the right value. And again, this is still drawing correction where I'm trying to work. And it's barely perceivable, but it is there. And I'm not a prima painter. I'm something that you definitely call a studio painter because I am useless outside of the studio, unfortunately. And I'm correcting and correcting and correcting and will correct till okay, I need something in between right now, so I'm going to grab a little bit of the yellow, a little bit of the redness, and I'm using cool red because I'm trying to hit mid value right now. Okay. These are just the small corrections. I'm really placing the color all over the place, and I'm just moving back and forth between. Mhm. Mhm. Like a brush, making it a little lighter color, just to make a mark. And when I say when I'm making marks, I'm really placing down the brush with paint, and I'm trying to look at the landmarks and the distances and where it should be, where's where I want it to be. Okay. And I'm building up the form, I'm building up proportions. It's just nice. Okay, part like here. And at this point, most of these adjustments are placeholders. What do I mean by that, by placeholders? Well, as it is right now, I'm just putting down ideas. And these ideas, some of them might work, some of them won't work. That's the nature of painting. That is the nature of painting, y'all. And more you paint, more accurate your initial ideas are going to be. And right now, actually, I have a mirror right here, and I'm looking into reflection. Okay, okay, okay. It's time to introduce a little bit of dark colors, and I with prefer to work with transparent darker colors. So let's just okay, and I'm going to correct drawing again. Looking at this here. And I'm using two brushes right now. I'm using dark brush and mid-tone brush. So I'm correcting both things. So let's say the one works as an eraser and one works as a okay. Cool, cool, cool. And here's gonna be an ear. It's a little while. Okay. Mhm. Starting to get the shape. And I need a little bit of a background color, so I'm gonna make it a little bit of white, a little bit of oh, what about much. Maybe it. Let's see. Okay, yeah, cool. Hmm. So right now I introduced a kind of a background color because I need to just a hairline from outside. Okay, flows this way. I'm going this way and then I'm curving nicely here. Okay, starting to fit nicely on the bed. Okay, and you have to be careful right now because if you have a really dark color with a dark brush and then you have a light color next to it, really big chance that you're going to put them together and yep, make them dirty. Okay, I have to color. I'm trying to use a different brush strokes. Move my hand so it gives me a little bit of randomness, a little bit of some happy accidents, some random ideas. And I'm looking at the overall shape and I'm squinting my eyes. I'm trying to correct mistakes that I see there. Okay, that will be that. And let's just adjust this a little bit more. Okay, so I have the darkness coming all the way from here. It is again light and then getting darker again here because of the beard. And I'm unifying shadow to see if it works, if it doesn't. And what I'm doing right now, I have my dark brush and it's I'm scumbling on the top using scumble technique. It means that I have a very dry paint on my brush and it's very little paint there. Okay. Again, correcting and correcting and correcting. This is just probably boring to watch, but it's absolutely necessary to do this work. And unifying and then distorting and then unifying again and distorting again. Mm, For me, it's a way of um, what makes me feel that my figure or whatever I paint, it's alive because it's constantly changing and moving, and it makes me happy, and really, really makes me happy to to work that way. I don't think that it's the best way to do it because you have a lot of work. Slowly but surely, we'll get to somewhere. Have to get somewhere. Okay. Darkness. Darkness. Beautifying. Because I need to see if I have a correct shape. Doesn't matter if I render that or it's just I need to see the shape. I need to see if it does work or if it doesn't. Okay. Right now I need to mix this color again. So I'm adding a little bit of okay, crisp edge, soft edge. Ciao. Ja, już coś tu, dobra, dobra, sekundę, idziemy, chodź.